Let's have a look at question 36 now. So what do we have here? We have demand for good X represented by this function. Okay, we have the price, we have the quantity demanded. The supply is given by price of X equals to 100. Now, if the government imposes a unit tax of 20 euros on the producers, then the excess burden will be 40 euros. Is this true or false? Okay, let's start solving this. Now, I have here the function of price, and then I convert it into the function of the quantity demanded. We'll need that for the following questions. But for now, what is excess burden? First of all, what is excess burden? That is how much loss in efficiency we will have due to the tax. And the excess burden we will calculate as the area of a small triangle, which would be a half times the tax that is imposed times the change in quantity due to that tax. In other words, we have to see what would be the quantity before the tax and after the tax. So let's solve it one by one. For instance, before the tax, so let's solve it over here. Before tax, we know that the price is equal to 100 euros. So the price is equal to 100 euros. Let's see what the quantity demanded would be. Well, the quantity function, actually here we can have already the price function, 250 minus 5 times the quantity demanded of X equals to the price, right? And the price is given as 100 euros. So that would be 100 euros. Now, if we work out the math over here, what do we get? 250 minus 100 is equal to 150 equals to 5 multiplied with the quantity demanded. 5 times the quantity demanded of X. In other words, the quantity demanded of X before tax would be equal to 30 units. So we got one data. Now we have to solve it after tax. So we have to solve this after tax. Let's solve it after tax as well. So after tax, what happens is that the price will go up, right? The price is the price is taxed on the producers. So the tax is imposed on the producers. In other words, the producers, the sellers, the suppliers are increasing their price by the tax. So the new price would be 120 euros. So after tax, the new price would be 120 euros. And we'll use the same logic. We use our price from the demand function, which is 250 minus 5 times the quantity demanded of X equals to the new price after tax, which is 120 euros. Okay, now what would that be? Well, let's see. If we solve the math over here, 250 minus 120 is equal to 130 equals to 5 times the quantity demanded of X. So we take that to the other side. 5 times the quantity demanded of X. What would be the quantity demanded of X? Well, the quantity demanded of X in this case, would be equal to 26 units. Now, with this in mind, we can calculate our excess burden, right? We can use this to calculate our excess burden. We have it over here. So with all this data, we can calculate the excess burden by substituting into our function over here. So the excess burden would be equal to a half multiplied with the tax, which is given as 20 euros, multiplied with the change in quantity. And the change in quantity is the change from 30 units of quantity demanded to 26 units. Now, what's that going to be? Let's see. The excess burden is equal to a half times 20. That's just 10. Multiplied with 30 minus 26 is 4. 10 times 4 is equal to 40. And the answer key tells us that the excess burden would equal to 40 euros. So the answer is true, and we are done.